Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bad Bitch Academy. I am super excited for this guest and for this interview. We are talking about relationships and how to really help your man feel sexy and wanted and desired and loved in your relationship. So, can you give me an introduction about yourself? Let us know who you are.
Absolutely. So, hello to everyone out there. My name is Terraine. I'm a life coach. I help men and women in relationships get what they want, feel good, feel sexy, and have the whole world looking at them as a couple and saying, yes, this is the next Beyonce and Jay-Z right here. So, welcome. I am here.
I love that. And we want you to have that power couple vibe. Like, I see too many couples who I don't know. Sometimes, as women, especially in this society, we're sometimes really brought up to be like hyper independent. And I notice that sometimes that really can like demasculate the man. So I would love to kind of hear your perspective on what you see as some of the mistakes that some women might be making that aren't really helping their man to feel like the man in their relationship.
Absolutely. So, first and foremost, I would say that women out there, you want to make sure that your man feels like he is needed and definitely wanted. I get it that everyone is independent now. Everyone pays their own bills. Everyone buys their own car. They can buy their own food. But sometimes, ladies, what you want to do is you want your man to still be a man because he still wants to feel like he is the king because you're the queen, right? So, what I try to let men and women know is one, use your independence as a way to feel sexy. And if you want to feel sexy, you want to let your man feel sexy as well. Yes, you can pay your own bills, you can open up your own car door. But what better way to look at it is saying that that's my man right there. He bought me this dinner. You see these shoes right now? He got that for me. You see that car that we're driving in? My man got that. So you want men to feel like men and to feel sexy by feeling like they're a true man.
I love that. And I feel like a lot of men, like, they genuinely like to provide and take care of you. It doesn't mean anything about you as a woman if, you're letting someone buy you things or take care of you. That's actually like such a flex and such a great thing to allow yourself to be provided for. And that's really where like tapping into your feminine energy comes in, where it's like we've got to kind of lean back and allow ourselves to receive the love and support from our partner. So that's amazing. Do you have, so what are some tips? I guess I know you work with a lot of couples. So if you had to give like your top couple of tips on really how to make their man feel like the man, what would you give us?
I would say simply ask him. Ask
Mm.
him, right? But a beautiful way is be as feminine and as beautiful as possible, right? Like when you go out, you want all eyes on the two of you because when you're walking hand in hand with him, you are by an extension a reflection on him, just like how he's an reflection on you. So I would say, for me, I would say, I'll use myself as an example. If I'm dating someone and they bring a hot meal over, I feel like the man. I feel good, right? Because I know that she's put love and effort into that meal, and that meal is going to make me feel good. So that is a way that a woman can do that. Another way is cooperation between the two, right? Help each other out. She has a hard day at work. You have a hard day at work. You guys both come through that door and you know that you've tackled the world together. And I think if men and women can start doing that again, like how maybe our parents did, our grandparents did it, then that's a true form of feeling sexy because we all can dress up. We all can style our hair. We all can put on the best clothes and we all can go out there and say, hey, look at us. We are hot together. But behind closed doors, you want to feel just as sexy.
Mhm. I really like how you mentioned that because it's not just about having a good relationship on the outside, but it's like when you're alone behind closed doors, no one else is around. How do you feel in your relationship? What is really going on? Because that is what matters more than what anyone on the outside could perceive looking in. Um, so when it comes to like actually feeling sexy, right? Like what are some real key things that us as women can do to help our man just feel like a whole 5 course meal?
Well, I would say dress him up and have him look like a snack, you know. But one way you can do it is we want our woman to feel sexy. I remember there was a time where you know someone came over to my house and she took off her jacket, lingerie. I felt great when I saw that. I was like, okay, it's about to go down right now, you know? Like I was like, this is for me. This is for Terraine. And the thing is, for the men and women out there, when you're living with your partner, you want to do those things, right? Men, when you want to get out there and you come date home from a hard work, women, just tell your man, you know what, King? You look good today. I feel good that all of this you're provided for me. I want to show you how sexy you are to me. And when she puts on that outfit, when she puts on those heels and she styles her hair back, then you're like, that is your prize. Because a woman's beauty is one of the best things on this earth. So when she presents it to you and says, this is yours, that's a great way to make a man feel sexy.
Wow, that's really interesting because I love how it's like the way you're talking about it. It's like by, as I said, by us being beautiful and like getting dressed up and getting in lingerie, that in itself is what makes the man feel like, oh, that's my woman. Okay, like I must be doing something right. So, ladies, like take that time and effort to get dressed up for your man, and it can be tricky. Like when you're living together, it's easy to come home from work, put on your favorite sweatpants and your baggy t-shirt, but like don't lose that sexy spark that you had when you're first dating. I think that's so important because as relationships get on, sometimes we get comfortable. Sometimes we don't, I don't need to get dressed up to get you because you're already mine, but we need to keep putting in that effort and making our man feel like, oh my God, that is my woman. So I really love all that you're saying right now.
Oh yeah, there's times where like you'll see her go to work and you're like, wow, look at that outfit. The way the dress holds her hips, the way the pants holds her curves, everything. You know when you come home that day from work, but you saw the way she left. When she comes home, you want her to be even more sexy for you. And another way for a woman to be sexy is just to give your man some compliments. The same way you want to be complimented, the same way we may say, Amber, the way you did your hair today looks nice. The outfit that you had on is nice. We want to have that same thing saying, Terraine, you've been hitting the gym. I see your chest is coming in a little bit there. You know, I see your quads working. Come bring those legs over to me. That's the type of conversation we want to have, right? Just like how we tell women that a nice pair of legs, nice long pair of legs is a staircase to heaven. Wink, wink. We want the same thing said to a man saying that bring those strong arms over here because I want you to hold me. I want you to cuddle me. I want you to rub me. So by the time we get to the bedroom, we know what's going to happen.
I love that. Yes, hype up your man. Like, I really believe like we've got to be our partner's biggest fan. And it's like I'm always doing this for men. I'm like, damn, like always just hyping him up and just making him feel like, oh shit, do I look that good today? Okay. And that like puts that extra pep in your step. You're feeling good and like it just shifts the energy. So ladies, really be intentional, like the way you want your man to compliment you and notice when you do something different or when you have a new outfit or paying attention to you and giving you that quality time. We want to reflect that back and do the same thing for them as well.
Agreed. You want to be, and there's always going to be ups and downs, right? Like if we're going to be serious about it, there's going to be times where you may not be in the mood. Like you mentioned, you have the sweats on, but I go to the gym and there's women out there that the way women these days wear their sweatpants, that could be sexy just in the sweatpants, right? So you want to find the balance, but you don't want to forget how it was when you're dating, because sometimes when you get into long-term relationships, when you get married, it kind of has more downswing than it has upswing. But you want to remember when you look at this person, how many of us have seen couples old 60, 70 holding hands, kissing with tongue? And these are like our grandparents, right? And we kind of hide our faces, we laugh at it, but we want to see that, right? There's times where you go over to your parents' house and you know that your dad has hickeys on his neck and you're like, Dad, can you stop that? But you want that kind of love. You may not want to see it because they're your parents, But when you become at their age, when you become parents, you still want that type of energy. And it all goes back to how you're treating the person, what you're saying. And as you mentioned, Amber, hype them up. You're supposed to be each other's number one fan. Don't ever forget that.
Yes. Ah, this is so good. Do you have any last minute tips or words of wisdom that you want to leave us with today? Do you want to keep this short so people like when you leave this video, go hype up your man like straight up? But do you have any last words to say?
Absolutely. To the women out there, look at your man and just say, you are a sexy piece of ass. Come over here and let's do what we committed to do for the rest of our lives. It is that simple. Because men out there, trust me, when the women look at them a certain way, we know shirts are coming off, shoes are coming off, pants are coming off, everything is coming off. Or better yet, don't even use words. As soon as if you come home first, as soon as you hear his key hit that lock and he opens that door, you're just in his sweater and nothing else. And that's how you make your man feel sexy.
This is amazing. I'm about to go find a sweater of my man and wait for him to get home. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your energy, your presence, your tips. And if we want to connect with you on social media online, where can we find you?
Absolutely. So for those who want to connect with me, you can reach out to me at behindtheshades.ca. That is my website. Once again, I help men and women through relationships. I provide coaching there. If you want to watch any of my episodes, it is at facebook.com/behindtheshadesfb, and you can find me out there. And those are my platforms. And I hope this has been helpful. And go get them, ladies. Go get them.
Thank you so much. I will link all of his info in the description. So please, please, please connect with him, support all the work that he's doing. And once again, thank you so much for being here.
It's been a